Hey, White Plains friends, I just wanted to extend a special invitation to you to join us for the whole experience of Holy Week. As we begin this Sunday, Palm Sunday, April the 2nd, Holy Week is the most important week of the year for us as Christians as we walk through with Jesus the experience of his life, death, and resurrection. And to get to the joy of Easter Sunday, you've really got to go through with Jesus all the things that he experienced. And that's partly what we try to offer during our special Holy Week services. And so we invite you to come on Holy Wednesday to our 12:15 midday service. On Holy Thursday, we reenact with Jesus his Last Supper with his disciples in the upper room, and the foot washing experience where he told the disciples that he gave them a new commandment to love one another as he knelt and washed their feet. We'll celebrate Holy Communion that night too, and you're welcome to be a part of all of that. You do not have to participate in the foot washing, but it's quite a humbling and a wonderful experience for you and your family to share in together. After Jesus left the upper room that night, he and the disciples sang hymns and they went out to the Mount of Olives. And it was there in that garden that he experienced the prayer that he prayed on behalf of even us today. It's where he experienced the betrayal of Judas's kiss, and he was arrested. And that whole night he spent on trial. When we leave the Holy Thursday service, we take away all the colors in the sanctuary. It's called the stripping of the altar, and it represents that Jesus's life was being stripped away. And then on Good Friday, we'll have a special service of Tenebrae, also at 7 o'clock in the sanctuary. Tenebrae is a fancy word. It's the Latin word for darkness. And so on Good Friday, we remember Jesus's crucifixion on the cross. And that evening, we'll experience this dramatic service where we walk through those last moments of Jesus, through his trial and to his death. And even we leave Good Friday night recognizing Jesus his body being taken from the cross and put into the tomb. And then Holy Saturday is a quiet day in the life of the church because Jesus was shut up in the tomb and dead. And so we as a church, we don't plan anything on Holy Saturday. It's kind of that in-between awkward time where we experience that quietness, the darkness of the tomb while we're anticipating the joy of Easter morning. And then Easter morning, we start with a sunrise service, a joint service between First United Methodist Church Cary and St. Francis United Methodist Church. We're actually going to meet at St. Francis outdoors. Bring a chair and come worship with us there. We'll be just like Mary and the other women who came to the tomb while it was still dark. And we'll start singing our Alleluias. We put our Alleluias away at the beginning of Lent. We haven't sung them now for 6 weeks. And it'll be a grand experience on Easter morning for us to sing Alleluia again, to give thanks for Christ's sacrifice and his resurrection on our behalf, and all the promise of the hope of resurrection that we carry with us too. So come and join us. Please experience the whole of the week if you can, if you're in town with us. If you're away, I encourage you to check out Holy Services wherever it is that you're visiting with family over the spring break week. But to walk through all of Jesus's experience that week really helps us to experience the fullness of joy on Easter. So I don't want you to miss any of it. Peace be with you.
You are holy. You're forever holy.